Hello and welcome to Bro Duel, and this time we have some very good news. Valve and Bethesda have decided to completely remove the paid mod section from the workshop. You can find links to Valve and Bethesda's official statements below, but we'll also give you a quick recap now. Bethesda originally released a blog post explaining their stance on why they're trying to make paid Skyrim mods work. They also gave some great insight into modding as a whole, their stance on modding, and even explained why they decided on the 25% pay cut. They said that only 8% of the Skyrim audience has ever used a mod, and less than 1% has ever made one. They wanted Skyrim to be bigger and better, so in discussions with Valve they looked at paid mods on Valve's games and saw it was hugely positive. These discussions actually took place in 2012, and it took 3 years to get over the technical and legal hurdles to make such a thing possible. They also talk a bit about quality control and say it's up to the authors and customers to decide on how much things should cost. They even mentioned their infamous Horse Armor DLC from Oblivion and how they learnt from their mistake, which pointed them towards making the Shivering Isles, Dragonborn and more. On the revenue sharing, they explain that 25% is pretty much the industry standard. 45% went to Bethesda, 30% to Valve and 25% to the modder, and that was Bethesda's decision. They also say that more games are coming to paid mods on Steam soon, and that many will be at 25%, and many won't. They'll figure it out over time depending on how the community feels, and if it needs to change, they'll change it. They also address the gaming community as a whole and explain that they never want mods to be forced behind a paywall, and they never ever want the DRMification of mods. In fact, they even explain that their own DLC for Skyrim is DRM free, and they originally released Oblivion DRM free for the same reasons. So they never want to force any modders into any path, but they want what's best for modding as a whole, and they want to offer as many opportunities for modders and users as possible. They then updated the blog post to say they talked with Valve and decided that the best thing to do right now would be to remove it completely. Valve then released a statement that had a lot of the same sentiments. They also explained that they clearly weren't fully aware or up to date on how modding communities from other games felt on paid mods. It worked so well for Dota 2 and TF2, so they assumed it would work well for Skyrim too, but they made a mistake. We encourage you to read the full statements if you're interested, and you can find links down below. It seems like Valve and Bethesda are still interested in something like this working, but as long as the community is against it, then they're willing to listen, which is a good thing. So rejoice, share your thoughts and discuss down below. We'll have a spotlight on immersive horses going up later, and thanks for watching.